What's up guys? Today's video is a tutorial for this look using a handful of new items. Some of them I'm using for the first time, others I've used a handful of times, but I'm sharing my thoughts on all of them, so let's go ahead and get started. So normally, given the hot weather, I would prep with a primer. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer is what I've been using, but because this is the first-ish kind of time that I'm using this foundation, I really want to see how it lays over my normally moisturized skin and how it wears over that same skin. This is the Lancome Teint Idole 24-hour foundation. I think that's what it's called. Mine's in the shade 330N, and I got this shade matched. It's a little sample size bottle because I got myself shade matched at an event that the Lancome at North Park had recently. So I not only got this foundation, but I also got the CC cream that they have, and I was blown away by the coverage. So I wanted to try both of them, but to be honest, the 24-hour claim and full coverage is what really got me with this guy. So that's where we're going in with this one today. And look, that is a perfect shade match and nice coverage. I didn't put a ton on the back of my hand. One thing about this foundation, in case you, like me, are new to it and are considering it, I would recommend going in to get a shade match because not only is it going to be more accurate than buying online, which I'm a huge fan of, but I found a few of these shades really oxidized on me, so it wasn't quite as easy finding a match as I thought it would be. Once we got it, it's perfect, but we were a little surprised at how quickly and how much some of the shades did oxidize on me. So I would just go in and get a match if you're interested. It's also really buildable. I've just been going in little layer by little layer and very impressed with how much pigment it's covering. I have a breakout over here that it's covering pretty nicely. Not totally neutralizing redness. I think I need a color corrector for that, but giving a good amount of coverage without looking super heavy, you know, like it's covering red, like light redness here, but it doesn't look cakey. I really like it so far. So there's the foundation done. I am pretty pleased with how natural and glowy that all looks. I don't think I need a ton of extra concealer. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit in my under eye area, the teensiest bit. This is also not new, which is why I'm not really showing it to you. It's the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. It's also gross. I say that every time I show it, but it's because I'm aware the container is gross and nasty, and I've just stopped bothering to clean it because it just gets dirty again. It's kind of a flawed container, but I can't stop using it because the product itself is amazing. The bronzer I'm using is new, but not something new here to the channel. I actually recently included this in my favorites video for the month of May because I've been loving it so much. It's the Huda Beauty Tan Tour, and I love it because it is so natural. Like, that looks like a lot, but just like watch how easily this blends out. It's amazing. And like without even disturbing this foundation underneath at all. Like it's not getting patchy, it's not moving around anywhere. It's just like, okay, that's very annoying. But you get what I'm saying. It's like, and it's really fast to blend in. Not a whole lot to mess with. For blush, again, relatively new, but not new to me. I have a review of these duos from Cover FX up. This is in the shade Mojave Mauve, but I'll tell you what I meant to pick up for this video. At that Lancome event where I got the sample of this foundation and a couple of other goodies, they had on display some of their new blushes, but they're not just blushes, they're multitaskers that you can use on face, eyes, lips. I mean, they're safe for everywhere use, and the colors they had were phenomenal, like everything from iridescent purpley, like with a white base, to bold berry. It's a really surprising and impressive range with a lot of versatility and functionality, which is what calls me to makeup. Is if it's versatile, if I can use it like everywhere and then some, that's what really gets me in with makeup. So I was going to pick those up. Let me know though if you know what I'm talking about, since I can't remember the name. If you know the product I'm talking about, let me know if you've tried them and if you like them down in the comments below. By the way, I only went in with the matte side of this. I know, shocking. But it's because I want to try some new highlighters. First of which, I don't know how new this is, but it's new to me. Again, it's from Lancome. This was in a goodie bag that they sent us all home with from that event. It's called the Click and Glow Highlighting Skin Fluid. It's really interesting applicator right here. So you just punch it up a little bit. I swatched it, which is why the applicator's dirty, but and a lot came out just then. So I'm going to tap that, because I'm not sure how much this might move around the products that I have on underneath, especially now that I have that blush on. But I'm just going to tap that over here. Doing one side with this today because on the other side, I have some new Patrick Ta highlighters to try. But back to the Lancome, this is actually coming off as a lot more luminous than I anticipated. It's kind of a soft, not overly shimmery, but still very bright champagne, kind of a pink undertone here, like very cool leaning, I would say. I really like that though, and it's laying beautifully over the foundation. Now for the other side, using the Patrick Ta, I picked up two shades, the two that seemed like they would be best suited for my skin tone. I got Look at Her, which is the white pearl, and then We Love Her, which is the pink pearl. I feel like the white pearl might be more appropriate. It's not going to be an identical, it's just kind of a close match, and then I can always even it up afterwards. But I got this because I love the Huda Beauty Natural Mama's pantyhose. It's all over body goddess in a bottle, if that makes sense. And it's transfer proof, which is why I bought it first over the Patrick Ta. However, once this came back in stock, I just got intrigued and I thought it might be a little bit easier to try a spray format. So I haven't yet used this on my face. However, the first thing I did when these arrived in the mail was spray them on my legs. And I liked the way they looked, but they were certainly not transfer proof. Like they came off on everything, clothes, hands. I was like not thinking about it scratching my leg or something, and I pulled my hand up and it was like glitter bomb all over my finger. So it is certainly beautiful, but it's not transfer proof, which is why I'm just gonna use it on my face today. Maybe we'll do this shoulder. So I'm gonna go in with Look at Her. And the one thing I'm not quite sure about this yet is with my body, I wasn't really worried about precision, but now I definitely am. And I know he has a fan to go about doing this, but I don't. I guess I can always like do this. Oh, wow, 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 that's very cool. Okay, what are we looking at? The one thing I am noticing though, and I don't think you can see it, first of all, it is a smoke show in here, literally. But the other thing that I'm noticing is it definitely got caught up in my hair. It's coming out pretty quickly, but the one thing it will be harder to remove is if you have any peach fuzz like I tend to do right around here when I haven't like shaved in a while. It definitely gets caught in that. So you might need to take a sponge or a brush or something and just like stamp it down so you don't disturb your makeup and yet still get that blended in. But wow, that is quite the glow. Now let's do this on the collarbone. Okay, well that was not really directed in any one place, but wow, maybe a little bit on the shoulder here too. It does kick up a lot of like stuff. So for the sake of comparison, here is the white pearl. I hope I don't get this on myself. Okay, there's the white pearl. And then here, yay for coordination, is pink pearl, which does not look as pink as I was thinking it was. It doesn't look nearly as white as the white pearl. I think that's because I didn't shake it. It doesn't look like there's anything on here. Let's try this again. Okay, there it is, right? No, it's like, it looks more like a dew or a balm or something like that. We'll come back to it to see how it dried, but that's surprising. All right, moving up to the eyes, I primed them with a MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and then I've done my brows with my Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. Nothing new there, so I figured we just breeze on past them because we got some new eye stuff to try. They are the Kaja Moon Crystals, and I was finally compelled to try these when I saw my friend here on YouTube, Alexandria, or Miss Makeup Musings. You can go check out her review of these if you're interested, but that is what sold me. I had to go pick some up because they look so beautiful and shimmery, and then they have all these kind of fun colors like this duochrome gold, pink, orangey situation, along with this purple, green, blue situation, and then some classics like bronze, kind of a pink champagne sort of color. So I think today I'm gonna go in with the purple, blue, green duochrome because who can resist? These are shockingly little, but then again, I think everything looks kind of little in my big hand. So I'm just applying a little bit of that to a brush. This is an Ofra number 11 that I've had sitting around for a while. Put a little dab on there and I'm just going in with it across my eyes. And it diffused pretty nicely. It doesn't keep the fully opaque metallic shimmer to it, but we'll see if we can build it up to that. And then I need something fluffy to blend out my crease. Wow, so this is what 2 layers of that looks like, which is pretty gorgeous. And one thing with cream shadows like these can be, if you're going to use them as a one and done kind of thing like I am here, is how it blends up into the crease. And this one, as it dries down, the base seems to separate a little from the shimmer in a good way because it means that you can play with it and pull it up a little bit in your crease. So it's like, looks like a really multifaceted shadow, but it's just one. And it doesn't look patchy or like it's falling apart like some shadows that don't pull this off well. It just looks a little bit patchy and kind of rough. That is super gorgeous. Yeah, this is officially added to the list of Baileybee approved multi-chromes. So those are the eyes done. Am I too much? Jean kind of wants me to put this color on top, but we're not gonna go there. We're just gonna keep it simple. Don't overdo it, Bailey. On to mascara. Gonna give my lashes a few good coats of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, which is an all-time fave at this point, and I'll meet you back here. So there are the lashes done, and I was actually just checking back in on our sprays. I still can't believe how natural the pink one looks. And maybe it's probably my skin tone, but I really should have used that pink today because it looks so much more natural, I think, than this frosty white. But we'll keep you posted on how those two continue to work. And actually, as I go into looking at this next product, maybe I can experiment with ways to make these transfer proof, because the next product is the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face Setting Spray. I'll be really honest, I can't actually spray this directly on my face. I have used this before, so this isn't a totally new first impression because I was so curious, right? I bought this and then all of a sudden everyone's coming out saying that it smells awful, they can't stand the scent, it's too strong. That is totally the case. I mean, it smells as strong as a perfume, but you're supposed to spray it on your face. I smelled it on my face a long time afterwards. And it kicked up this huge cloud of product, kind of like that Patrick Ta. So what I do and what she has recommended to do is to spray a sponge. I'm not really a sponge person though, so I will just like give a brush a few good sprays and pat it into the face. I'll be honest though, it is, and I'm sure it's in part due to fragrance or maybe there's alcohol in here, but on days when my skin is particularly sensitized due to like allergies and stuff or temperature swings, it has a little bit of a sting to it. So I can't imagine that this is going to be great for sensitive skin types or those who are sensitive to fragrances. But what I was saying earlier when I segued into this is I wonder if I can try using this to set my body instead of my face, where my skin is a little bit thicker, a little bit more resistant to sensitivities, unlike my face. So I might give that a try because I hate to have this just be a total dud for me, and I don't mind the scent. It's very strong. I just don't like having it so close to my nose, especially when I like wearing other perfumes instead. So maybe something that I will try in the future is setting this Patrick Ta mist with that spray to see if it helps hold it in place. But I don't recommend you try that if you hate fragrance, if your skin is sensitive, if you're just not in the mood, like definitely go sniff it if they have it in a Sephora, because I didn't think it was gonna be as big of a deal as it was. It's a big deal. For lips, I'm gonna use something that isn't new to me, but honestly might as well be because it's been forever since I picked it up. It is the ColourPop lipstick in the shade Third Eye. I'm not sure what specific formula of this of theirs this is, if they have like creams versus shimmers or something, but it's a cream finish and it's a really nice peachy nude for my skin tone. And there's the finished look using a good amount of new stuff. I plan on having a recap video of new stuff that I've been using recently that I did kind of a first impression style video on but haven't updated you on since. That should be coming up here soon. I just haven't gotten around to it. But as I'm trying all of this stuff, I'm realizing like some of these things I've formed strong opinions about and definitely would or wouldn't recommend them. So look for that coming up soon. Besides that, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Boop. Okay, so I'm actually back with an update because I just looked in the mirror after that facial mist had dried and I didn't realize it like, let me zoom you in. It like took out all of the high shine of both the Patrick Ta, like look at how dulled that shine is, and the Lancome. So it says it's supposed to be mattifying, waterproof setting spray, ultra matte finish. And so I kind of thought it was a wicking away moisture sort of mattification, but I mean, if you want a blinding highlight, you really have to go in and apply that after this mist because I just can't believe how much of that shine this took down. So just a word of warning, I suppose. Maybe this will do like a really great job at keeping my face shine free throughout the day. We'll have to see, but just wanted to let you know because that's something I didn't notice during the application, but was really shocked by when I actually looked in the mirror. So that's it. Bye guys.